Guys, what is going on? Ty Too Fast with y'all. We have some news to bring to the channel. As you can see, we are at Flat Out Motorsports. This is where I got the ZX-10R. It's been a fabulous bike. I was thinking about getting a Ducati, but my girl is trying to ride bikes now. So as you guys can see, we got a beautiful 2024 R7. We got the matte gray with the blue and pink on it. This bike is going to be perfect for her to learn on. It's not the fastest bike, but we also didn't want to go with too small of a bike because obviously those bikes get old quick. And obviously with me having the 1000, we didn't want to get too small of a bike because once she learns, she's got to be able to keep up. So this still won't be able to keep up obviously, but it's going to be a lot faster than like an R3. So also I like Yamaha, so we wanted to bring in a Yamaha to the family, and then once she gets familiar with riding and better at riding, then we'll probably upgrade this obviously. But as you guys can see, it's a beautiful motorcycle. Everything is stock on it obviously right now. We literally just pulled out of the dealership. This is going to be a first ride review type thing, but we will let you guys know how she's riding. Michelle's driving the Jeep home. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm gonna let you guys know about the R7 is the seat is very comfortable compared to the ZX-10R. I definitely like the tail on this one. We're gonna do a tail tidy for it eventually. While she's learning, I'm probably not gonna do an exhaust on it. We're probably gonna order the frame sliders here shortly, get those on there for her. And then we'll eventually end up doing the windscreen and all that for her. I'll probably put the flush mount turn signals on there. But sitting up on this bike, it's a very upright sitting position. I feel like it's not that aggressive compared to my ZX-10R. I ride a 1000, so you guys got to keep that in mind as I'm doing this review. I might be a little biased just because it's a smaller bike. But as you guys can see, the one thing I really like about this bike is that it has the fuel gauge on it. My bike does not have that. So, and then you got your engine tip, you got your time, and then we got our RPMs up there at the top, and then our gear indicator top left hand, and then up top is where we'll have all our lights: neutral, ABS, oil, check engine. Try to get these mirrors straightened out just a tad bit. Alright guys, also while we were here, I saw a Z125 and we're putting in an application for that to try to see if we can get that done so I can learn how to do some wheelies. I will say this bike is very quiet stock, so if you are trying to learn how to ride, I feel like that's a good thing. You don't want too loud of a bike. It's more intimidating, I feel like. So smooth so far. Like I said, the seating position on this bike, very comfortable. Shifts very smoothly. It's a beautiful day outside though. I really like the Yamahas. When I bought the ZX-10R, I was debating on buying an R1. Flat Out Motorsports said Yamaha's pretty bad about keeping stock. I don't know if that's just a Flat Out Motorsports thing, but they had this one in stock. Apparently there was somebody who had a deposit on it for like 3 months, and apparently she found another bike in the process of waiting. I couldn't really understand exactly what was going on or as to why the girl backed out of it, but that freed it up, and luckily we were able to jump on it. So once you get going, it sounds better. It's just too quiet for me obviously right now. It's so light. I will say that compared to my ZX-10R, it's a very light motorcycle. So I'm about 5'11", and I can flat foot this bike perfectly, no matter how I'm sitting on the seat. If I'm sitting up close to the tank or sitting back on it, I can still get my feet on the ground fine. So again, I'm 5'11". I really do like the paint on this bike. I'm so used to having a quick shifter. Alright, so I got a hoodie that has the plastic on the drawstring, so that's probably going to be super annoying. So obviously we're going to be on the braking period for the first 600 miles. She wants to get some food really quick, so we're about to try to stop and get some food up here in Castleton. Do you want to get this or go to the mall? Huh? You okay to eat that? How's it look? Yeah? It's funny. It's small. Alright guys, we're about to get some Panda Express, so I'm going to put this review on pause. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, so we are taking the R7 on the highway. I have drawstrings on my hoodie, so that might get annoying. So far we're so good. 6th gear, 65 miles per hour. Looks like I'm at 4,500 RPMs. It looks like a red line's at 10,000. I feel like this bike is going to be very good on gas. Very comfortable. That's the one thing I will say about this bike. The seating position is very comfortable. It's high up. It's not too leaned over.